Candidates and voters about how they're feeling going into tonight. Let's head first to Paula Suro in Fulton County, where she just checked in with the Secretary of State's office, of course, overseeing the state's elections today. Paula.
Yeah, well, the Secretary of State's office says the election has been going smoothly. Now, some counties like Paulding and Cherokee have seen about a 1-hour wait, but that has not been the case here in Fulton County. You know, we spoke to some voters earlier today here in the county who said they woke up early because they expected long lines, and that just was not the case. They were in and out in just a few minutes. And now, you know, that's something that's so different from what we even saw during early voting, including something I saw myself.
Well, I think that it's important for every individual to come out today to cast their votes, because it's going to make a difference here, not only local-wise, but even nationwide, you know, here in America, So, it's better to have a vote than to have no vote.
All eyes are on Georgia, now even more so as the Senate runoff election brings in a record voter turnout. Here in Fulton County, many voters we spoke to said they were more determined to vote in the Senate runoff races than the general election.
That made me more wanting to come to vote, to make sure my vote counted, because a lot of things that have been said, starting at the beginning of the pandemic and at the end of the pandemic, they changed. So that's what made up my mind.
Vanessa Cargile is one of the 150,000 voters Fulton County election officials anticipate will show up at the polls in this county today. That's in addition to the 370,000 people in the county officials say casted their ballot by mail or early voting. Tuesday's voters came out early thinking it would be packed throughout the day, but it has not been that way.
It was about 20 minutes, that's it. Great to me. I like it.
The Secretary of State's office agrees, saying lines have been shorter than expected. The longest one seen in Paulding and Oconee counties, a 1-hour wait.
We would love to see 1 million people vote, because that means that we will have really more than doubled the amount of vote we would have seen in the previous runoff record was 2.1 million.
Gabriel Sterling with the Secretary of State's office says there was one issue in Columbia County outside of Augusta where keys used to start up scanners and poll workers' cards were programmed incorrectly. But he says that was fixed by 10 a.m. and voting continued with emergency provisional ballots. Now, Sterling also says there's no way of knowing just how many people came out to vote across the state until the polls close. As for official election results, he said we might not know for a few days because of just how close these races will be.